Good morning, welcome to Something Saturday. So it is absolutely tipping it down outside, so there's no way I'm going out there to do this first part of the video, I'm afraid. So sorry about the background, but yeah, that's the way it is. So today I thought we would have a go at a technique called Joseph's coat. So I'm going to switch the camera around and we will play around with it. Okay, bye. Alrighty. So this is the one that I have previously made up, and you can see it's got some really pretty colours underneath, and then it's got blue filling in the gaps where the images aren't. And I thought I would show you how to do this. Right, let's pop that to one side and bring in my scrap paper. You will notice in the corner here that I have some of my brushes. Now I will say my brushes now look like this because I found that as you can see here, they started to kind of cross-contaminate each other because I shoved them all into here, and I was getting a bit disappointed that I was cross-contaminating them, and then I thought, you know what, I should just put a little cover over each one. So each cover has a name because otherwise if you put the blue one into the pink one, you're going to end up with you know, the pink looking slightly blue and so on. So yeah, that's why I've gone with that. And apologies if you can hear the rain and the heater because it's kind of cold going. Hopefully you can't, and this all works nicely. I was going to use the same stamp set again as I used here, and I thought I'd put it away, and obviously it's now buried somewhere in my desk and I can't find it. So I'm going with a different stamp set. I thought I would try out Nature's Prints. So hopefully this works, because if not, then I could well be doing this video twice. We could be doing a rerun like I did last week. Okay. The first thing you have to do is you have to create your colours that are going to be underneath everything. What we will do is we will just, oh goodness, how's that ended up with dirt all over it already? So I'm just going to literally shove some colour down. It doesn't actually matter if it looks splotchy at this point, because it's not going to show, trust me. It was splotchy on the other one. And let's add some of the Tahitian Tide. Love this Tahitian Tide. It's such a pretty colour. Always been a bit of a blue fan anyway. Then I thought I would go with a bit of polished pink. A little bit of a darker pink there. And yes, I am doing the whole thing this time because although I kind of liked the way it turned out as the little small one, I just thought, you know what, we're going to try out the whole kit and caboodle, as they say. And we've got one more colour in here that I thought I would use, which is Parakeet Party. Oh, goodness. So we're going to pop some of that into the middle and into the gaps. What do I think of that, or do I want a bit more colour? Let's add a bit, maybe of blue in there. A little bit more purple into there, maybe a bit of pink. That looks better. Alrighty. So now we've got those colours done, I'm just going to stack those all up on the side and hope that my brushes don't interact with each other and, you know, get greedy and nick each other's colour or anything dreadful like that. Let's centre that, shall we? So the next thing we do is we actually want to stamp the images, and then we want to clear emboss them. So you're going to need to have some Versamark, and because this is quite a large stamp, I'm going to Versamark it up this way. Oh, also gonna just grab myself another piece of scrap paper for when I get to the embossing part. So let's just, and the bad thing is with this is that you can't see where you've stamped. So I can not even see it like that, to be perfectly honest. That's terrible. Well, this is going to be one of those hit and miss cards then. Pretty sure I stamped there and about there, so let's try for here. Oh my goodness. I seriously can't see where I've stamped. That's dreadful. Okay, let's hope that I'm not usually you can see it when you put it on a bit of an angle, but I'm really not actually getting to see it at all here. Okay, we're just gonna hope and pray that it works and see whether, you know what, I don't think I've got any in the corner here, so I'm just going to add a little bit to the corner and hope that this works. Oh, and I forgot one step. This may not work. Bother. I just realized you're supposed to puff it over with that before you even get to this point, and I bet everyone else has said that to me in the video already. Sometimes it would be handy if I did these live. All right, let's see how we go. And once again, I actually can't really see where that's turning out. So this is going to be very interesting. This could be a now you see it, well, now you don't see it and then now you do see it thing. So let's just pop that lot away. And we will bring the heat gun in. So the heat gun has two settings, which I know I've mentioned before. You've got your heat setting and then you've got your setting. setting. Okay, and we will see what appears. Hopefully there's something up in the corner here, seeing as I'm heating it. This could be interesting. Well, I can definitely see something over here, so I'm going to go with this. I'm not sure whether you can see this, but I can sort of see that it's starting to turn. Okay, I think I may be fast forwarding through some of this. I've got to say that I don't think I've got enough on there. I think I need something in the corner here. Oh goodness, not sure this is going to work. Let's just add a bit of that. More of this. Let's add one of these guys up in the corner here. Move that out the way for a moment. Doesn't look to me like it actually stamped properly. That is really annoying. Okay, I think I may end up having to do this video again in a minute, but I'll carry on talking just in case everything works. So let's pop the lid back onto there, and the last part is now to add a dark colour onto it. So it doesn't have to be black, and I really liked this starry sky over top of the other one that I did, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it on this one too and see how it turns out and hope that it works. The cool thing is that using the brush you can actually just keep loading the colour onto it. It may work, you never know. Let's find a tissue because I don't really fancy my fingers ending up all very, very blue. Keep going. So you basically want to keep going with this until you're happy with the coverage that you've got in the background. And then what you do is you take your tissue and you wipe off the excess, and it just makes it pop in the background. That's actually not so bad. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's not very encouraging, is it? Sorry. I thought these ones hadn't stamped properly, so that's why I was sort of like, oh, I don't think it's worked very well. But what I did actually with my last one is I grabbed one of these, which is only slightly damp now, and just pulled off a little bit more of the colour off, the dark colour off my embossed pieces so that it stands out just that little bit more. That's not bad. I'm quite impressed with myself. Having ummed and ahed my way through that as to whether it was actually going to work, it's kind of cool, isn't it? Hopefully you can see it all right. I'm just going to move it up here and hope that it's in focus. Oh yes, look at that, it is in focus. Marvellous. Okay, so that is how you create a Joseph's coat effect. So you could do anything that you wanted to, so long as it's got enough of a surface to the stamp that it's actually going to show up like this on here. Obviously there was something else in this corner that I completely missed. Either that or I added that one. Who knows what I did. I'm not sure why the Versamark really didn't show up so well, whether it's just that I wasn't able to get it on enough of an angle to actually see it myself, or whether it was just the colours that I used, because when I did this one I could see the Versamark when I sort of like moved it around like that before I had it all finished. But I really think that's beautiful. That's really pretty. Go and check out my blog and see what I end up finishing these off like, and come join me next Saturday. Thanks, bye.